Hi, I'm Sophie and welcome to my world. Today I have a paper project for you. Now this paper project is going to just be using white paper. If you have cardstock, that's the best because that's going to give you a bounceability. But I call this project a bouncing bunny and I'm going to show you how to make it right now. For this project, you will need one piece of white cardstock, a ruler, scissors, glue stick, tape, markers, colored pencils, or crayons. So the first thing that I'm going to have you do is cut some pieces of paper. And so you're going to need your ruler here. Place it at the very edge of the paper with the paper in portrait going up and down and measure over to the 2.5-inch mark. So you're going to go 1, 2, and then halfway between the 2 and the 3, the longer line is the 1/2-inch mark. Make a small mark here at the bottom with pencil and then go up to the top and do the same thing there because you're going to want a nice straight line. So you take your ruler, place it right on those little marks, and then draw a straight line down like that. Then measure over another 2.5 inches, go 2.5, and do the same thing that you just did. Draw a straight line. But this is going to be a 6-inch piece. So take your ruler, place it at the end of your paper at the 6-inch mark. So there you have the 6-inch mark. Then just make a little tiny mark right at the 6-inch end. So you've got the 6-inch mark here and then right at the end of your ruler. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 inches is what you want. And then next to that, you're going to measure 2 inches this time, not 2.5, 2. So 2-inch mark, and do it again up here, 2-inch mark, and draw your straight line. And this too is going to be 6 inches. So measure up your 6-inch. Make sure it's 6 inches from the edge. Put a little mark, and then take your ruler, line those two up, and draw a straight line across. So you've got one piece that is 2.5 inches by 11, one piece that is 2.5 by 6, and one piece that is 2 by 6. Now just cut those pieces out. These are going to be extra pieces, so why don't you put a little X here, and an X here, an X here, and an X here, so you know that those are extra pieces and not the pieces that you need. So once you've done that, let's cut them out. Actually, I just realized that I made a mistake. This piece should actually not be 6 inches. It should be 9 inches. I read it upside down. So let me just put a mark here, 3 inches up, and draw a little line across. So my mistake, everybody. See, even I make mistakes. So just erase that and cut this to 9 inches. So this is 2 inches by 9 inches, everybody. 2 inches by 9 inches. And this 2.5 by 6, I do want to cut there. Okay, so take your pieces away. And let's make our bunny with step 2. In this step, what we're going to do is take the biggest piece here, which is 2.5 by 11 inches, and take some glue stick and place it right here along this edge on the bottom, like that. And then wrap this around onto itself to make a paper chain loop. So there you go, you got your paper chain loop. To make sure that it stays nice and secure, I'm going to take a piece of tape and I'm just going to tape the outside. And I'm going to tape the inside too. Now, that 9-inch piece, I'm going to do the same thing. A little bit of glue. Bring this on around. Roll it to itself. Secure with a piece of tape. And now you've got 2 loops. And the last thing we want to make here is the feet. So what you're going to do is just do an up and over and an up and over. So you don't really need to, you can if you want to fold this over like that and do the up and over at the same time. And what I mean by an up and over is this. Let me show you with a pencil. It's just kind of like drawing a rainbow. Up and over. Just like that. And then just cut it on out. So just showing you there. And just cut right across. Up and over. Now let's put our bunny together in the next step. So for this step, what you're going to do is take your glue, put it right in the middle there. Take your big loopity-doop and put it right on top. And then take some tape and tape the edges. So you're going to tape this side. I call this the half on, half off. So I've got half of the tape on the inside here, and I just fold it around to the underside. And I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side here. So once again, tape is half on, half off, and fold it under. And this is going to give us our bouncing and rocking bit of bunny. You can put a little bit of glue. Make sure if you're going to put glue here, put your hand inside so it doesn't collapse. Just put it right there in the center. That's why I primarily like to use tape for this. See that seam? Put the seam right on top of the glue part there. And then take this second piece of tape and tape it just like we did the bottom. Tape, tape. Now we're going to add some ears and a face. And you might decide that you want to do, colored pens, or you might even want to use googly eyes. If you want to use googly eyes, you're going to need regular glue to add those. But I'm just going to draw some big bunny eyes on. And I always like to make my bunny eyes with a little shine. So there's one bunny eye. And you can see I've got my hand inside here. That helps to keep the paper from collapsing onto itself and making a line, like a crease. And now I'm going to make his nose, a little triangle, and then a whoop-de-whoop, and a whoop-de-whoop, and little tiny whiskers. There we go. So there's my bunny's face. And now my bunny needs some ears. So to make the ears, we should have a little bit of paper left over. You should have this much left over. And I'm going to make the ears out of this long piece here. I'm going to fold this over at the fold there. And for the bunny ears, what I do is I just like to go up and over, just like I did when I did the bottom piece there. So I'm just going to make an up and over that goes around and then comes down. And one thing about this is a little bit thicker than I want it to be, so I'm going to make it a little bit skinnier, like that. So you can see I've made that a little bit skinnier. Now you can decide how long you want your bunny ears to be. Those are pretty long. That's pretty long bunny ears. So I'm going to trim these. And you might want to make your bunny with very, very long ears. Then what you're going to need to do is color the inside of your ears. So you can use pink or red. Now let's attach the ears, shall we? So fold the bottom of the ear up about an inch. Just fold it back. So this is the front. just fold it back on itself about an inch so that you take the front and fold it to the back like that. And then you can use a little bit of glue, but the glue is not going to be the main way that this is going to stay on. I'm going to be using tape as well. So take your tape and get that ready. Figure out where you want your ear to go, and then just place it on like that and tape it in place. And then take the other ear and do the same thing. It's a good thing I cut those ears down. They would have been too fat. There we go. And now I got my bouncing bunny. Now my bouncing bunny looks like he could use a little bit of pull back here. So I'm going to take a little bit of tape because see how he likes to tip forward? I'm going to tape him back just a tiny bit more on his back feet here. So I'm just going to take this tape. You might not need to do this, but because my bunny seems to be tipping forward a little bit too much, I'm going to put a little extra tape here to help pull him back a little bit. There we go. And now he should bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Now you can also decorate him more. You can put jewels on him, you can put googly eyes on him, you can put a little bow in his hair. You know, decorate your bunny any way that you would like. You could give his funny little feet, whatever you would like. And there you have it, your very own bouncing bunny. Now, if you put this on the table and you bop it on the head, it'll bounce across the table. It's really, really fun. For more paper projects like this, check me out at Sophie-World.com.